Hi friends, I am coming to you from Grapevine, Texas. I just took a little walk outside of the hotel and it's just really nice out here. And actually in front of me there's this fountain and an outdoor pool. It's very pretty. And as you all know, I am here with a bunch of podcasters that are joining together for the Gathering for a Righteous Reformation. Sorry about the plane. I guess I'm near the airport. Hang on. It's always something. So I have been waiting, as all of you have that are my friends out there from the Ohio area, the Faith Life Church prior members or people that used to go there, or not officially members, but whatever you would call it. And we have been waiting and waiting and waiting for an indictment. And I just want to encourage you to just keep fighting the good fight. I've had many conversations with people from up there. You guys are just absolutely precious. You love your community. You love your friends. You are so concerned about justice and victims getting justice. And there's a lot going on. So first things first, I want to continue to encourage you to keep speaking because, as I was just thinking about this over the last couple days, while we hope that this, it looked like a slam dunk, that the victims were cooperative, the victims went in and made their reports and that this would just take its normal course. But this doesn't look like it's going to be one of those normal type of cases. Never usually is, but we've got the added factor of the Cassis, Gary and Drenda. And we don't know exactly why this is taking so long. We don't know if it's just, the lackadaisical attitude of the sheriff's office, or they are understaffed, or whatever it is. We do know that the grand jury only meets once a week. I did hear, however, that the prosecutor has the case. Now, I didn't follow up, but if that is what occurred, then that would mean, what it sounds like to me, is that the sheriffs are done investigating and that they handed it over to the prosecutor, because the prosecutor is the one that would take it to the grand jury. So I'm hopeful. If that's the case, then it could be next week. It could be the week after. But it's really important to keep talking about this because there are two individuals who have been accused with really bad SA, and they are out running around. They have not been arrested. So, people realizing what's going on in that community is really important. Protecting children, protecting people in general is very important. Making sure that victims are heard and that they understand that we're on their side and that we're fighting for them. This is what we're doing it for. Whether it's your Facebook post, whether it's talking to people. Many of you contacted senators to get, attention drawn to the sheriff and oh my gosh. I must be really close to the airport. Well, there's another one because I was at one and it took forever to get here. Okay, so in any event, just keep doing what you're doing is my point. You're fighting the good fight. We're not going to let this die. I'm 100% sure that there are people that want us to go away. And perhaps they think that inactivity will make us go away, but it's not. As long as we keep talking, there's other things that come out. And I want to encourage victims. There is no shame in going to an attorney and talking about your options here. So if there are people that believe that they have, even if you might not know that you have a case, but you might have some issues that you want to just go over with an attorney. Sometimes they'll do a free consultation. Sometimes they'll only charge like a couple $100. But at the end of the day, it's up to us. And I'm seeing that clearer and clearer, because we can't rely on police. We can't rely on politicians. We can't rely on prosecutors. Sometimes we have to take it into our own hands. And that might be what the next step is to speak to an attorney about what those options are, because we cannot rely on others. And there is an awakening happening. There is disclosure, and exposure begets exposure, if you haven't noticed that by now. It's not going to stop. People are going to be just encouraged as they see other people come forward. So there could be people right now that somebody shares this video with that, maybe they didn't even realize what happened to them. But anything that you should question, if you were at Faith Life Church, and if you believe that you were abused in any way, that speak to somebody that you trust, perhaps go to an attorney, and see what happens. There's no shame in it whatsoever. So I hope that you all are doing well. It is Friday. It is August 11th. Tomorrow is our meeting, and I believe that the tickets were sold out. I know that there's at least 400 tickets that were sold, and there is a link for the live feed, and I believe it's $19.99. I'm going to link that here in the description box, and I'll also pin it so that you can see it right away. So I will get back with you after this trip, and just keep fighting that good fight.